So why is seeking peace holding you back from the life that you want, from the success that you want? And I want to make a video on this because, throughout the past few years, talking to a lot of people, I realize people say that they want peace, they want a life that, again, is peaceful, right? When you ask them how they want to make their money, have some business or something that brings me money where, I just can't have a peaceful life. I don't want too much chaos, right? So what's interesting is, look at the state of the world. Like, is it really peaceful, right? From the sense that, I know many people will immediately say, I don't care about the world. I care about what my life looks like and, all of that. But if you're thinking that, then that means you don't have the understanding yet that you're connected to everything in this world. You can't just hide and shut down everything going on within you and how you're connected to everything, right? That's like, imagine the heart, liver, all these organs in your body, and one organ being like, I don't care about the other stuff. I'm just gonna think about me today, and I just want to not pump blood. Like, what happens to the rest of the body, right? So when if you really look at it, any context of whether it's money, whether it's relationships, whether it's purpose, whether it's any of these things you want to achieve, if you look at what it actually takes to get there, none of it is really peaceful. It's all very difficult, especially in the moment each day where you have to do what doesn't feel good. Like for me, just in the past month, just supporting myself to get up super early, right? Like, you see, before even the sun comes up, and I used to have so many resistances to that, right? Like thoughts of like, I should be asleep right now, I should be going to bed, or why am I doing this? I don't want to do, or I could get my stuff done later, and all these things. But if that was the case, then everyone should have what they want. Obviously not just that, but again, you look at the specific characteristics in people who have what you want, whether it's financially, whether it's happiness, whatever. Many of them have several qualities, right? But we pick and choose of what feels best based on our feelings. But they say, the calm before storm and all that stuff. It's like, I've even investigated some of those sayings, and even with the sleeping, it's like that, right? Like, you sleep, or you want to wake up early, you feel sleepy, so then you go sleep, and then you get back up after like 8-9 hours of sleep, and then you actually feel worse, right? Like, I've never had 8-9 hours of sleep and actually quote unquote felt rested. It's every time I feel sometimes more tired, sometimes more wake up with more stress, fear. You ever experienced that, right? And then you find out the truth of like, your body actually needs 4 to 6 hours. But that took me a while to understand. But back to the point again, that doesn't feel good. That's not peaceful, right? And peaceful in the sense that people want just an easier life in a sense, right? And when you look at where that comes from, if you think that, because if you want more out of life, just a little bit more, and I'm not talking to the ones that convince themselves that somehow they don't want more and they're content with little. Those are people who just gave up, okay? But I'm talking about you that actually want more, and you kind of realize also, like, okay, I have to go through some level of pain, some level of uncomfortness, right? And the idea of first understand, like, the point of wanting to be peaceful comes from most of us going to school for 18 years that we hate. And some of you may like it, but you don't really like school. You may like the teacher or someone you met there. It's not really the idea of school that you like, right? But also then you get a job, and you get a job that you're working for someone else. You're making someone else's dreams come true. You don't even like the job. And you have to go into the job regardless of your situation, whether you're sick, whether you're not. Like, you have to get up early anyway, right? All these things. And then that's what people get to this point of, oh, I just want to make some money and then just have a peaceful life. But if you look at it, what it takes to actually have a great life, not a peaceful life, is you have to take the context of how you work at a job. You work for someone else, but like, do it for you, right? You pick something that you can build and you focus on that. And that's when you actually, like, the peace I feel is knowing that what I'm creating is for the future me, right? And there was like this quote of like, what is your future you thinking about what you're doing right now, right? So really think about that point. And because if you seek peace, then you will never go through what it takes to get to that state of having quote unquote peace. You won't be willing to go through the tough times and the pain and all that. Right now you're going through that, but again, at a job, not at your own business and whatnot. And again, if you need support with, okay, what business do I start or what do I do, you can always reach out to me. That's why I'm making these videos. It's not so I could talk to myself, it's so that I could find one more person that's serious about their life, serious about this world, wants to have an impact in their life and community and more, and teach them what I learned. And I don't want to be another guru. I just want to share with you what's work, right? So, good morning. So if that's you, you can always reach out. My social media, all that is in the description. But yeah, like, really think about that point for yourself. If you want peace or if you want greatness.